But the one thing we want to do is always a fallback plan. If we have to go back to this, don't cut anything. Yeah, because the transformer guys.
This facility is an operations center for the bank. It's 24/7 operation. And is once every 5 years, they bring down utility and they want to do a complete inspection of everything. So it was discovered that the windings, the insulation on the windings on both transformers came up as a potential problem. There was an abnormal reading. Not a complete failure point, but showing signs, because the beauty of the bank sticking with their program is they had a track record to go back to. They had a history over the last 15 years of where those two substation transformers were 10 years ago, where they were 5 years ago, and where they are today. And you saw the deterioration from the last shutdown, where they tested fine. So the bank hires us to come in every 5 years, and we come in and do a complete shutdown. Now,
Yeah.
it sounds like we just go in one weekend and do it. There are months in advance of scripting, planning that we put together ahead of time, have multiple on-site meetings in coordination with the bank, deal with their users of what will be impacted, the outage, the durations, the scripts, and 6 months out, the outage is planned at the bank. They have 3 generators on site. The building can be maintained off of 2, so they alternate between the 3. And during the outage, the generators are up and running to keep primarily the cooling for their data center and all their IT equipment to keep cooling up and running. This being in a penthouse, the 3rd floor of this building, there's no easy way, there's no way out this way. This is the roof area of the building, so the only way to get that out is out to the roof. Out the building, there's no going out the side. We had a whole bunch of switch gear here that we couldn't get through. So we planned it, and we actually had to open the side of the building. And in order to get that out, the process was we had to first disconnect and get the 1500 kVA transformer out, take the top of the switchboard apart, get it out of the way, and that was the only way that it was physically fit through that opening to get it through the switchboard and then out to the roof to fly it downstairs. So the good thought for the bank was to replace their feeder, their utility feed, medium voltage utility feed to the building, to the campus. Right. The switch, the utility controls, is located in the parking lot near Building C. So that vault on the bank's property is where the switch was located, and that's where we essentially pulled a new feeder to their building, and that was routed through 4 vaults, and there was splicing in 1 vault, and that total run was about 1,000 feet. We did some testing ahead of time on those transformers to validate during shipment that no physical damage had taken place, and they were still intact and readings were good. We hired a factory rep from ABB. We flew them out to be on site to validate our work and validate their equipment being installed. the time that we discovered the problem and installed the new transformers, there was a 4-month time frame in there. And it took 3 months for fabrication of those 2 new transformers. So if it had failed, their operations would have suffered greatly. And the fix for that would have been portable generators, would have been a huge undertaking to get the building back online. And they avoided that.